comedic charm and timeless style, Keaton's passing has drawn tribute from across the entertainment world. Stars including Reese Witherspoon, Jane Fonda, and Steve Martin praised her as a truly original person. And Keaton, who won an Academy Award for Annie Hall and starred in classics like The Godfather series, redefined Hollywood with her femininity and her gender-defying fashion and wit. Well, this very sad news, of course, has come in. I think just thinking about, Diane Keaton, of course, who was very fondly known, when we talk thinking about in the different generations, for some people knowing her, from the Godfather series, some know her from the when we think about her unique brand of like comedic timing and inimitable style, and the fact that from Goldie Hawn and to Betty Miller and to Steve Martin, these are all people that she's worked with, and they've come out to say that she was truly just an original person. It's really really hard to believe that someone so vibrant, someone so larger than life has passed away at this moment. She was a celebrated and prolific actor whose career spanned decades, early on earning an Academy Award in the Best Actress category for the 1977 classic, which is the movie I was trying to remember at the beginning of this, was Annie Hall. So a lot of people, just talking to an older generation, they knew her from Annie Hall. I knew her from the Godfather series, and even from a lot more recent movies as that happened, as it were. But right now, she's survived by two children in which she adopted. She never actually got married, but a lot of people just know her as the very fun, vibrant woman, on set. So it's really, really sad that even though at the age of 79, a life well lived, this is one that Hollywood is in mourning for, and of course the rest of the world is in mourning for if you did grow up watching Diane Keaton. But let's move on now to another story. Nigerian author Oyin Olubile has won the 2025 Nigerian Prize for her literature for her debut novel, Sonia. The award comes with a $100,000 cash prize, the largest literary award in Africa and one of the biggest in the world. Olubile, a writer and educator, was recognized by the judges for her novel's strong technique, its rich subject matter, and social relevance. Sonia draws from Yoruba mythology to tell a story of prophecy, love, and destiny. A graduate of the University of Lagos and King's College London, Olubile topped a long list that included celebrated authors such as Chigozie Obioma, Uwem Akpan, and Chika Nigwe, marking a major milestone for emerging African writers. Let's take a look.
The panel of judges and the entire board have found Oyin Olubile.
Congratulations to her. It's interesting because when I found out about this, I was quite excited because I personally had read Sonia, and I thought it was a really fantastic book. At this point, when you think about what Nigerian LNG have been able to do, when we think about the Nigerian Prize for Literature, the most prestigious and largest literature prize in Africa, one of the most esteemed in the world. Every year, the winner wins or receives rather a grand prize of 100,000. And we do know Oyin Olubile as not just a Nigerian writer; she's a social impact management consultant and educator. And it's crazy to me to think that Sonia is her debut novel. I really want her to get back on it and give us some more books, because I really, really enjoyed that. She's a graduate of creative arts from the University of Lagos, like I had mentioned earlier, and she really did capture the essence of what a modern story told with like Yoruba. She used a lot of Yoruba references. Very strongly represented. A very sound, very interesting, draws you in kind of book. So I'm really glad that she was able to take home that prize for literature. Let's move on now to our next story. An era of music television history is coming to an end. MTV, once the world's definitive destination for music videos and youth culture, is set to shut down its remaining UK music channels after nearly 4 decades on air. Now, according to reports, the network will cease broadcasting on December 31st, marking the end of an iconic era that helped define global culture. This decision is part of a broader $500 million cost-cutting plan by parent company Paramount, which reflects a seismic shift in viewing habits as audiences now consume music primarily via YouTube and social media platforms. It is hard to believe that we are seeing, not 100% the end, because we're still going to have some of the cable channels of MTV actually still showing. But still, they're going to be getting rid of a lot of their original programming. And I remember just growing up and watching music television. That's probably where a lot of my music knowledge came from before I kind of got into radio and television. So to see this actually happening, I think it's sad, it's bittersweet, but what they're doing now is recognizing the shift that is happening from traditional media now into with social media, and of course with like online platforms like YouTube and social media, music platforms like Spotify, like Apple Music, taking over and just being the ones now responsible for the music that we listen to today. So it's been a long run, 40 years of MTV. I think it's a good one, but still very bittersweet. But let's talk about another story that has been making the rounds. Tim Westwood is facing serious criminal charges in the UK. The former British DJ and BBC Radio 1 presenter has been charged with 4 counts of rape, 9 counts of incident assault, and 2 counts of sexual assault. The 68-year-old is accused of offenses involving 7 women, with the alleged incidents spanning more than 3 decades, from 1983 to 2016. Now, the charges come after a 2022 BBC and Guardian investigation in which multiple women accused the veteran DJ of sexual misconduct. Allegations he previously denied. Now, Westwood is expected to appear before Westminster Magistrate Courts on the 10th of November. Very serious allegations that we're seeing there. He's been charged, with these following offenses. In 1983, a 17-year-old girl was allegedly indecently assaulted in the Fulham area of London by him. In 1986, a woman in her 20s was also allegedly indecently assaulted as well. Then between 1995 and 1996, a female between the age of 17 and 18 was allegedly raped by him in London. Between 2000 and 2001, the same thing in 2010, the same thing in 2016. So at this point, it's like, does Tim Westwood have a problem? I mean, I know that it's still early days, there has to be investigations done, but there's no smoke without fire, for him to be arrested. And to even think about the time span, I mean, talking about from 1983 all the way down to 2016, just sounds to me like someone who was getting away with it for a long time. Don't know what the reason is. November 10 isn't so far away. I really want to hear what the prosecution has and how serious these rape allegations are with Tim Westwood. So, a very popular radio VJ. We all knew him from BBC Radio 1. Very popular. So he's been to Nigeria multiple times. I believe he was even still in Nigeria last year, if not early this year. Just really, really shocking allegations coming through. There was a detective, I think a detective superintendent Superintendent of the Metropolitan Police continued to appeal to further witnesses, asking them to come forward and report allegations of this nature to support their case. When you think about the fact that Westwood in himself was an early champion of hip hop in the UK and came to public attention when he began hosting his rap show on Radio 1 from 1994, you can tell that he's someone that's had a lot of influence on a lot of radio VJs that have come after him. So it's really disheartening when you see someone like this, a public figure, anybody to be. I mean, when you think about the crime, rape in itself is a horrible, horrible offense. But then again, when you see a public figure, someone who kind of has the trust of the public, someone who has the trust of his people, someone who a lot of people look up to, being charged with such heinous crimes really just makes you, worry about the state of these things. We'll continue to monitor that story. Like I said, November 10th, we'll be finding out more. It's time for a short break now, but do stay tuned because coming up, we're going to be touching on music news. Don't go anywhere.
Ibadan Old Boys Association invites you to the 2025 Annual Reunion Public Lecture. Theme: Leadership Imperatives for Feeding the Nation, Agriculture, Innovation, and the Nigerian Possibility. Date: 15th October 2025. Time: 11 a.m. prompt. Venue: Nigerian Institute of International Affairs, 13/15 Ofo Abayomi Street, Victoria Island, Lagos. Chairman of the occasion: Olumoyiwa Michael Falomo, 1951 set, school number 710, Swanston House. Keynote speaker: Olugbenga Ben Ogumoyela, 1965 set, school number 1583, Greer House. Host: Bolande Olawale Babalaki, GCIOBA President, 1971 set, school number 2273, Greer House.
Thinking of banking in Africa? Think South. In today's fast-moving, fast-changing world, you need a financial partner that understands your unique expectations. A bank with presence in major financial centers across the world, with the enabling platform to facilitate seamlessly whenever, wherever, or however. A bank with best-in-class financial solutions from a superb combination of technology and human touch for easy, fast, and secure banking that creates real value. Turning dreams into reality is now in your hands. People, technology, service. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
Ofala, the age-long heritage of the people of Onitsha. A day where tradition comes alive, with Glow showcasing this royal heritage to the world on October 17th and 18th. It begins with the emergence of the Obokiti in his majestic splendor. In harmony, as the drums thunder, flutes vibrate, and prayers of peace are offered by the Obi. This year's festival begins with a youth carnival and the evening with Glow, featuring performances from the finest Southeast music maestros, the Ofala Festival, and the Royal Banquet. This is more. It is a reaffirmation of identity. Glow celebrates with all sons and daughters of Onitsha and the entire Igbo land as we take Ofala Onitsha to the world stage.
Smart and hardworking women power nearly half of our nation's heartbeats through small and growing businesses. Approved. Let's fund her. At Fidelity Bank, we don't just see women entrepreneurs. We see visionaries, builders, and creators of tomorrow. With Fund Her, women can access up to 100 million naira to spark growth and scale their visions. Fund Her is a movement, and it's already changing lives. business, Funha is there to support you with loans of up to 100 million naira. Growing your business has never been easier. To apply, visit the link below.
Welcome back to the show. You're still watching Arise 360 here on Arise News, so get ready to crank up the volume because in the world of music, the beats never stop and the headlines never sleep. Every day brings a fresh wave of stories, so let's dive headfirst into the pulse-pounding realm of music news. Now, a major court decision has ended one of the music industry's most talked about legal battles. A U.S. federal judge has dismissed Drake's defamation lawsuit against the Universal Music Group over Kendrick Lamar's Grammy-winning diss track, Not Like Us. Now, Judge Ajene Verga ruled that Lamar's lyrics, which included an accusation where Lamar claimed Drake was a certified pedophile, was an expression of pure opinion and not an assertion of facts. Therefore, Drake, who denied the allegation, couldn't sue for defamation. The court said that rap battles are not meant to be taken as statements of verified truth. Drake, who denied the allegation, filed the case back in January, claiming UMG damaged his reputation by publishing and promoting the track. However, the judge concluded that the song's context, as part of a public rap feud, made it clear to listeners that the comments were rhetorical. UMG called the lawsuit frivolous, celebrating the dismissal as a win for artistic freedom, while Drake's representatives confirmed plans to appeal.
They not like us.
Finally, Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Well, I was very because they've been holding our neck since Not Like Us came out. But on a more serious note, this was one of those cases where we're looking like, okay, was Drake gonna win? Was Lamar gonna win? Like, what's gonna happen here? And you know, there was a very long, 38-page ruling included a line-by-line breakdown of lyrics from songs that Drake and Kendrick Lamar had released last year at the height of their feud, where Drake and Lamar traded increasingly and personal, unverified insults in a series of songs. So basically, what she was trying to say here is like, okay, if you're coming and you're saying that he called you a certified pedophile, you know, okay, so I was about to sing a little song, no. But what she's trying to say here is, if he said that about you, then there are certain things that you have also said on his song, or your song rather, that we know or we can't verify whether it's true or it's not true. A very good example, I know one of the songs that Drake had put out, he actually came for, I think it was Kendrick Lamar's the mother of his children, saying that, you know, the kids were not actually Lamar's children. Okay, so what if Kendrick Lamar went to sue that what he said is defamation, especially if he now finds out that the child or the children are actually his? So it's a very messy place to get to. And there was a quote that I took away from that 38-page ruling, where she said, the average listener is not under the impression that a diss track is the product of a thoughtful or disinterested investigation, conveying to the public fact-checked, verifiable content. She also said that the broader context of a heated rap battle with incendiary language and offensive accusations hurled by both participants would not incline the reasonable listener to believe that Not Like Us actually imparts verifiable facts about Drake. So basically, pipe down. If you're in a rap battle and you start this, whatever you see, you collect. Which is why I always say, and I don't care who dragged me for this, J. Cole was the real winner, because the minute he realized I was about to get messy, he was like, yo, this is not warm up, this is not what I'm like, this is not me. I'm J. Cole. I don't need to go and dance in the muddy pits with these people. I'm gonna just do me. But really, Sha, think about Kendrick, he won 5 Grammys, so really, who is the winner? Okay, let's move on to our next story. Talking about Grammys, Burna Boy is back in the race for the Grammys. We actually touched on this story last week, but we're talking about the other people who had sent in their Grammy submissions. But Nigerian superstar, our own Burna Boy, our own African giant, officially submitted his entries for the 2026 Grammy Awards, and his submissions include Love for Best African Music Performance from his No Sign of Weakness album. Excuse me, just take that again. He submitted that for the Best African Music Performance. He now also submitted the No Sign of Weakness for Album of the Year and the Best Global Music Album. And for Kanpe 2 with Joe Due for Best Global Music Performance. He also entered Sweet Love for Best Arrangements, Instruments, and Vocals, and Change Your Mind with Shabuzi for Best Pop Duo Group Performance and Best Music Video. Burna Boy definitely means business. Let's take a look at some of the songs that we turned in, and we'll come back and talk. Okay, so when they say don't put all your eggs in one basket, this is what they were talking about. This was it. So myself and Ikena took this story last week. We spoke about everybody who has submitted their Grammy, who had sent in their Grammy submissions. I believe Ira Star was on there. She sent in Hot Body. Tyler, of course, representing from South Africa. Wizkid as well. And then even later on during the week, we found out that Gaze Baba submitted his own song, No Turning Back, as well, for Best African Performance. I remember we were talking about it, like, oh, why are we not hearing from David? Why are we not hearing from Burna Boy? But it just looks as if he was taking his time. You know, what he's done is he's been very busy over the past year or so. He's put out a new album. He has No Sign of Weakness out, and he has so many songs off of that album, and he's just really spread it out, you know, from Change Your Mind, which you're seeing on the screen now, to Sweet Love, to Love Itself. You know, I think that's about 5 different categories that he's kind of like, and his album as well, that he's kind of ducked his hat in, which, you know, a lot of people would say that would give him more chances at winning. This year is going to be really, really interesting. We're going to be like, I can't wait to see who the nominees are. First and foremost, but this is just the first stage. You know, you send in your entries, and then they decide who the nominees are. And then next year, in February 2026, we know who's going to be leaving with that Grammy. It's really going to be an interesting one this year. But of course, you know, Burna Boy, he just keeps raising the bar. Only him would have 5 songs or 5 submissions to the Grammys. But let's move on now to another person who is a Grammy-nominated Nigerian producer, Sheezy. He's launched his own record label. He's calling this one OBG Records, which is short for Ordained by God. So this is different from OVO, okay? This is ODG. Now, the acclaimed hitmaker, whose production credits include Davido's Dagboro, Wizkid's Love My Baby, and collaborations with global stars like Beyonce and Chris Brown, describes the new imprint as a faith-driven platform for authenticity and artistic depth in African music. As Sheezy transitions from hitmaker to mentor, OBG Records positions itself as a spiritual and artistic movement poised to redefine the next generation of Afrobeats. Interesting times. I mean, if you've ever heard Sheezy on a song, you know that's his line type. Very popular producer there, and it's interesting to see him starting his own new record label, OBG, Ordained by God. Very interesting name. The label's first signing, Tayo. I don't know if it's Tayo or Tayo, but it has an R, because it's Tayo with an R, okay? I don't know what it's pronounced like. It's the heartbeat of this new movement, and he said in the past 3 years that he's worked very closely with Tayo, refining his sound, developing his artistry, and aligning every creative detail for an impactful debut. He's also spoken about the fact that their chemistry has birthed a sound rooted in emotion and melody, but designed for global reach. He's definitely someone that has done really good music. So to see him go down this path, very encouraged. Can't wait to hear the new music that drops under this new label. And of course, here on our Arrest 360 Music News, we'll be monitoring that story. But let's take our last story, music news, before we go on our next break. Fans at National Park were sent into a frenzy when Nigerian Afrobeat superstar Davido made a surprise appearance during Chris Brown's concert in Washington, D.C. over the weekend. Now, the pair lit up the stage, performing their hit song Sensational together, delivering an energetic show that had fans cheering loudly. Let's take a look. It's always a party when you see Davido and Chris Brown together on stage. I must call him Oluwasegun because they were giving him his Nigerian name here in Nigeria. But it's always a good time when you see the two of them. They've created so many songs, so many hit songs together. Sensational, obviously being one of the biggest songs for the two of them. David and Chris, just always a good time. And it's good to see the two of them still kicking it after all these years. Well, that's all I have for you on Music News today. Let's get plugged in to what's been creating a buzz on the most popular platform in the world. Before we do that, before we talk what's trending, let's go on another break. And when we come back, we'll tell you what's been buzzing on social media.
Monday morning talking about renewal and wrinkles.
Starting and growing a business can be tough,
Debit.
especially with insufficient funds.
This business is becoming too expensive. My children need to start feeding them.
And all these figures are smart.
At Access Bank, we love SMEs, from business loans to flexible cost savings account. We've got the solutions to help your business thrive. With our Diamond Business Advantage account, you can easily access financial support, business tools for growth, business loans, and opportunities to meet and interact with other business owners. Dream big and elevate your business to the next level. To learn more, visit www.accessbankplc.com/business/SME-banking or walk into any of our branches to get started.
Good evening and welcome to the greatest show on earth. This is a people's game. They will be bubbling about this one for weeks and months to come. Let's go!
Stay connected. Stay with us. Starting from Yanga and Jolly. need to ask yourself is that where is everybody's money going?
It's important for you to find people that connect with you where you are now, but also complement your weaknesses.
Make sure that what you have can test anybody, anywhere. What inspired me to start my business? Hunger.
Banking prepared me for that. Showing up, waking up early, being dedicated. The power is in us as people. We are the new oil.
The new media, don't be afraid of
What
it.
makes you stand out is differentiation. This is going to be my footprint. I'm not going to be in any box.
Welcome back to Rise 360 here on Arise News. Let us find out what's been creating a buzz on the most popular platform in the world, social media. Let's talk what's trending. Now, Nigerian music star Tiwa Savage has publicly addressed her long-rumored fallout with fellow singer Seyi Shay, offering new details about their viral 2021 altercation and responding to the ongoing speculation about her relationship with other female artists. Speaking on the off-air show with Winnie and Tools, Savage explained that the confrontation at the Lagos salon was fueled by unresolved issues, including what she described as a diss track directed at her. She said she could not pretend to be friendly with someone who had publicly disrespected her and dismissed persistent claims that she had tried to block professional opportunities for other women in the industry. Let's take a look.
If you do something to me, I will let you know. I don't have to let you know online, like the whole shade thing. Like, I'm not gonna pretend like you and I are cool in a salon when you did a diss track. That was huge. That was like, what? that was painful, and I didn't know where it's coming from. Like, so till today, maybe I need to have a conversation with she. I don't have an issue. It's that I think she made a comment and she said something about, I don't know if it's her, Victoria Kamani. They said that they thought I blocked their bag. How? I'm saying, if you've heard from anybody that I tried to block your bag, mention name.
I remember you said that, actually.
Say one person, like throw them under the bus, like so that I can address it. Like, I love how you guys are bringing this up. Let me be able to address it. If it's such and such promoter said, then I'll go back to that person. When have I ever? And if it's anybody from my team, I will address that. Like, I would never. I'm so pro. It's so unbelievable. Like, I'm so pro women. I love, like, I want to see other people win. And it's not taking anything from me. It's not. So why would I say, if I'm going to be on the show, Shay can't be on the show, or Victoria Kamani? Maybe it's a promoter's line and using me. Maybe they don't want to book 3-4 girls.
Yeah, so this story is back. First off, Tiwa Savage is still obviously doing her media rounds, and she stopped by Tools and Winnie's show off a fantastic show, and she addressed this. I mean, back in 2021, there was this whole back and forth between Seyi Shay and Tiwa Savage. I was like, what? Why are our two queens fighting? No, we want solidarity in the industry. So it's really nice to see 4 years. It took us 4 years to finally get to the bottom of this. I don't feel like we're really at the bottom of this. It's just trending again now because we didn't really know what happened at the time. And there's been conversations, Seyi Shay has said her own bit. Tiwa Savage is now coming to respond to what Seyi Shay has said. And I think what needs to happen, and I believe Tiwa Savage said that in this interview, is that they need to sit down. They need to have a conversation, because in situations like this, there's so much back and forth, and then you don't know who said what, and you don't know where one offense is ending, another person's own is starting, and then it just becomes this whole mosh pit of you did this to me and I did this to you, and then it's now a thing where there's a conversation about women actually supporting women. And even in that interview, you could see Tiwa just being very emotional about it, saying that no, like I am the biggest supporter of women. I would always want a woman to win. So where is this conversation about me blocking other people coming from? And I really hope that that's not the case here, because she does strike me as someone who is, who is very big on everybody winning. So if, Tiwa and Shay can just come together, have a conversation, and just become, we're not besties or, friends, but at least civil. I don't know, I'll if I can push it too forward and say maybe we can get a single, ladies, maybe, just something. Tiwa Savage, featuring Shay, something, I don't know. I'm just putting this out there. What do I know? I can't see the future, but that would be great, okay? That would be great. Talking about another woman in the industry, Nigerian singer Tems, she's disclosing that she gained recognition before the release of her global hit Essence with Wizkid. She's setting the record straight. The Grammy-winning artist said that Beyonce's team had reached out to her for a collaboration before the song dropped, and her statement has, of course, triggered reactions online, with many fans debating her tone and timing. Some social media users are accusing Tems of being ungrateful, suggesting that she downplayed the role Essence played in her rise to global fame, while others defending her, saying her talent has always spoken for itself and that Nigerian artists should celebrate their own. Let's take a look at what she had to say and come back to discuss.
It was more like confirmation to me, like, so I'm doing something. Wow, because imagine me, who am I? I was in Chevron. I see you in Chevron. She's so crazy.
Chevron when the news came. Okay.
Yeah, when not just that, just like everybody, a lot of people, like, I was in Chevron, so I was like, almost, and that time, Essence wasn't even out. Essence was not out.
What?
So,
what?
Yeah.
Wait.
This was before Essence.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think people know that.
So that's why in my mind I'm like, so I'm doing something for real.
Oh.
Like, huh? Like, I mean, well, it just made me feel like, okay, clearly I'm not mad for making this type of music.
Yeah.
So that was really cool.
Fantastic. Now let's take some of these tweets and see how social media has been reacting to some of these tweets. If you could just pull one up. Someone says, please, Solomon says, please, what's the name of the song that you sang with Beyonce, and what impact did the song make on your career? As far as I know, Wizkid's collaboration with Beyonce on Brown Skin Girl remains the biggest song of all African features by Beyonce. I never in my life knew you existed prior to Essence. Okay, that's harsh, Solomon. The next tweet there reads, Drizzy, says rather, Nigeria won't glorify a particular sound until it starts pulling numbers outside Nigeria. Same thing happened with Burna Boy. She's been popular before Essence, but you are not tapping to her genre of music. After the success of Essence, that's when we start accepting her fully as our own. She's been popular before, but Essence changed a whole lot in her career, and it's all thanks to Wizkid for seeing such talent and making her shine through him to the limelight. All right, then, the next tweet there reads, while Essence was a global hit, it said that her big breakthrough came earlier. Getting an email from Beyonce's team before the song dropped shows how far her talent had already traveled. It's a reminder that recognition often starts quietly long before the spotlight hits. Well, we do have people reacting there, and I think I would say this much, just so that we're not spending too much time on the tweets. Okay, the last tweet there reads, is this the same girl that said everything started happening after Essence? She also started getting DMs after Essence. Okay, well, I think what I would say to this is people need to understand that it is Tems' story. It is, yes, it's the Nigerian story. Yes, it's a Nigerian story. How this young girl who we didn't really know in a matter of 4 to 5 years, speaking from the time where we started to know Tems, because she's been working for a minute, right? And people seem to be upset by the fact that she's making a factual statement about her life. I don't think there's ever been any point where Tems has come out to say that she does not appreciate Wizkid. Even Wizkid that has the song knows that Tems is appreciative of what he did for her. But does that mean that the email did not come in before Essence? No, like, can we just give Tems a break? Must we always try to drag our people Must we always do that? Like, she's just stating her facts, and she's not going to change her story just because she doesn't want to ruffle anybody's feathers. She said her truth. I believe that she's not coming from a place saying that Essence didn't add to her rise or her success or her fame. However, the timeline, which only her would know, because she was the only person, at least her and her team, were the ones that received that email. So, why can't two things be true? Why can't Essence have put her on the map, and why can't Beyonce's team have known her before Essence came out? Okay, people, we need to calm down when we are dragging our celebs online. It's not even that deep. Okay, people, we're going to go take another short break now, but do stay tuned to Rise 360, because coming up, we do have the latest in film and television. Don't go anywhere.
Emergencies happen when you least expect them to. It gets worse when you are cash-strapped. No need to despair. First Advance has you covered. You can get that urgent cash right now on First Advance. With First Advance, salary earners can get up to 50% of their salary. No pass-ups, as long as you earn a monthly salary and your salary account has been active for at least 2 months. It doesn't matter if you run a salary account with First Bank or any other bank. Just dial *894*11# or simply dial *894# on your mobile phone. What's more, when you open a First Bank salary account, you can enjoy 0 charges and free debit card issuance. Download the First mobile app on Play Store or App Store today. Log in to experience First Bank digital banking. Select loans, select First Advance, and follow the prompts to receive your loan. Don't let that urgent need get the best of you. Get First Advance now. It's as simple as dialing *894*11#. First Advance. Fast, convenient, secure. You first. First Bank.
The only way to win this fight is for one of you to drink all the husband. Who do you think? Beautiful. Just like you. Show me who will take over as Ozusi and Oisi of India and when I join it to live
You think that the path to greatness does not require the sacrifices? The price has been. Welcome to Niger Steppers Showdown.
The computer for the Niger Steppers Showdown.
Gbogbo tí Abọ́bakú bá fẹ́, ní gbogbo olùgbọ́dọ̀ bá fẹ́. Abọ́bakú bá ilé bàbá yìí. Èmi ẹ̀kún ní kápẹ́rẹ́ ní kájáde náà tàbí bẹ̀rẹ̀ nígbà ẹ̀mí ìdè ní ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ kéjì òrìṣà.
Wani su gwada oge ruwan bin ma gwanda na labarai zuwa cuta mana ta wani agwa.
Sabon tauraron Arewa ya dawo. Mafi girma, mafi ƙarfi kuma mafi ɗaukar hankali. Rabin makawan ATM ne ba driving slow. Zan wuce kushewa.
Zango na biyu, waƙa ce, sha'awa ce, tafiya ta ci gaba.
Are you struggling with a health challenge? Do you need financial help to access treatment?
I'm tired of trying. I need help. I want to try again. I know it's expensive.
Apply now for MHSS, the Maternal Health Service Support, a discounted loan by the W initiative of Access Bank. For more information, visit our website on www.vwcommunity.com or any Access Bank branch nationwide. You can also send an email to wcares@accessbankplc.com. Terms and conditions apply.
show. You're still watching Arise 360 here on Arise News. Now it's time to turn our attention to the world of streaming, cinemas, movie stars, and more as we bring you up to date with what's been happening in the world of film and television. Netflix is preparing to make its biggest play yet in the global streaming wars. In a move that could redefine both its business model and the future of live broadcasting, Netflix is reportedly preparing to bid for the rights to the UEFA Champions League, the world's most prestigious club football competition. The potential deal, which could be worth part of UEFA's projected £4.4 billion pounds, the annual TV revenue signals Netflix's growing ambition to expand beyond films and series into live sports. The move reflects Netflix's bid to attract new users and retain subscribers in saturated markets, as live sports remains one of the few genres that can draw massive real-time audiences. Well, this particular story, I would really love if Kena was here. Maybe we'll probably touch on it again when we're doing stories on the week around the world. But what has happened with this is we did see Netflix diving into live sports with Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. That was a fight that happened, I think, back in November 2024. The platform at the time was testing waters that it had long been reluctant to enter. But that particular bout delivered a staggering 65 million streams at its peak. Now, the streaming giant looks like it's going to be taking a far bolder leap, bidding for the global rights to broadcast one Champions League match per round from the 2027-2028 season. Now, for UEFA, it represents the latest attempt to reshape football's most valuable club competition into something more lucrative. This ambition, of course, could push UEFA's club competition earnings beyond Premier League's current £3.6 billion euros this season from domestic and overseas broadcast deals. But Netflix, why would Netflix want in now? Until recently, the platform in itself had avoided live sports. Instead, it focused on behind-the-scenes documentaries, But this position shifted with the two experiments, like I mentioned, the Tyson versus Jake Paul fight, and then the acquisition of US rights to the 2027 and 2031 Women's World Cup. Now, both have shown that Netflix could draw vast live audiences and attach its brand to premium sporting events. The Champions Football League, however, is on another scale entirely. The appeal of having teams like Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, or Manchester City live on Netflix, is very clear. It will create a weekly global event to drive engagement and to cut subscriber churn down. But it also comes with some risk. Football rights are expensive, and consumer loyalty in streaming is quite fragile. You can just go tomorrow and say, I'm not paying for Netflix anymore, and nothing can happen. Yeah, you reduced their money, if you want to see it like that. But continue to monitor that and see if they would actually, go ahead with this deal. It's going to be a massive one if they do. But let's talk about a four-legged star, my favorite kind of animal, a dog, who is sparking a very human debate in Hollywood. Indy, the canine breakout star of IFC's hit film Good Boy, has made international headlines after writing an open letter to the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences demanding recognition for animal performers at the Oscars. Released by IFC this past weekend, the playful yet poignant statement, signed with love and a paw print, has urged the Academy to expand its acting categories to include non-human actors. In the letter, Indy laments being deemed ineligible for Best Actor despite critical acclaim, echoing a broader campaign to acknowledging the long-overlooked contributions of animals in cinema. Let's finish taking a look at the trailer and come back to discuss. Now, if you haven't heard about this movie at all, Good Boy is a horror movie that came out this year, which basically documents a possession, as it were, or like a haunting by a human being, but seen from the lens of the dog. And, you know, it's probably one of the most, a lot of people that have watched it, I haven't watched it, but I've spoken to some friends who have, and they say, honestly, on screen, I think myself and Janita have actually discussed this movie as well on the show. The dog you see is probably one of the best actors, as it were. He was able to be very, very emotional. And in the letter, of course, he's pointed to a long legacy of unacknowledged animal artistry from the days of Jed the wolf dog in White Fang to Kiko the whale, if you remember Kiko in Free Willy, and of course Babe the pig, whose film was nominated for Best Picture. Even he himself was snubbed. So I think it's really opening that conversation about, do we have a category for animals now at the Oscars? I mean, I think it's a question I'm going to save for the next time that we have Dita on the show, to really go into what this could mean for the future of, you know, the Academy Awards. But let's take our final video now, where, oh my, where did time go? Set in the aftermath of World War II, the film, this film follows the historic Nuremberg trials, where Chief Prosecutor Robert H. Jackson leads the Allies in seeking justice for the atrocities of the Holocaust. Meanwhile, the U.S. Army psychiatrist engages in a tense psychological battle of wills with former Nazi leader Hermann Göring, exposing the chilling mind behind the regime's crimes. I'm going to leave you with this final video for today. My name is Shaitan Atsigari, holding it down. Of course, Kena is not here with us today, but I'm sure he'll be back in the studio tomorrow. Until same time tomorrow, 5 p.m., I'll allow you to enjoy this trailer, but I'll see you. It's been a Rise 360. Thank you for watching.
Entertainment world is stunned today when internationally celebrated and reclusive filmmaker Von Kovac sprung out of retirement to sign on for a remake of Wonder Man. Mr. Von Kovac, could you tell us more?
Everyone is tired of superheroes. There is an opportunity to reimagine a whole genre of storytelling.
Have you thought about casting?
So, what's this? The audition you were talking about?
It's a huge opportunity. I'm auditioning for Wonder Man.
Did you hear about Wonder Man?
I need to be in this movie.
Watching Arise, the world's standout news channel. Arise News, awards and beyond.
Let me also express our condolences to the Qataris on the tragic car crash that claimed the lives of your cherished diplomats, some of whom were known by our people, and they were supposed to be incredible people. So please extend our sorrow and best wishes. That was tough. That was really tough. On this extraordinary occasion, I also want to give our sincere thanks to President Erdogan of Turkey. He's always there when I need him. He's such a tough guy. He is tough as you can be, but we love him. And when they have a problem with you, they always call me to handle it. And usually I come through. We just have a good relationship, and we have from the beginning. And so I want to thank you very much and say hello to your wife, your beautiful wife. And it's great to be with you. Always there. When I need him, he's always there. Thank you very much, Mr. President. And I also want to thank, I just spoke to him on the phone, His Royal Highness Crown Prince Mohammed, Saudi Arabia, a special friend of mine. Boy, he's come so long and so far, and he's doing a fantastic job for his country. And I want to just thank him. And, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed of the United Arab Emirates is here. Where? He's here someplace. Well, oh, he's not here, but he's here in spirit, I can tell you that. And he's been another one. He's been absolutely incredible, and we appreciate it very much. And His Majesty King Abdullah of Jordan, and thank you very much, King Abdullah of Jordan. He's here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. And you really have been a great helper. We appreciate it. Appreciate it. Prime Minister Sharif of Pakistan, and also I have to say my favorite field marshal from Pakistan, who's not here, but the Prime Minister is here, and you're going to give his regards. Where are you? Thank you very much. You want to say what you said to me the other day? I mean, would you like to say what you said? I think it was so nice.
Thank you very much, my dear President Trump, my dear brother President Fadil Sisi of Egypt, Majesties, Highnesses, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum, and a very good evening. Well, I would say today is one of the greatest days in contemporary history, because peace has been achieved after untiring efforts led by President Trump, who is genuinely a man of peace, who has relentlessly and untiringly worked throughout these months, day in and day out, to make this world a place to live with peace and prosperity. I would say that Pakistan had nominated President Donald Trump for Nobel Peace Prize for his outstanding, extraordinary contributions to first stop war between India and Pakistan, and then achieve ceasefire along with his very wonderful team. And today, again, I would like to nominate this great president for Nobel Peace Prize, because I genuinely feel that he is the most genuine and most wonderful candidate for Peace Prize, because he has brought not only peace in South Asia, saved millions of people, their lives, and today here in Sharm el-Sheikh, achieving peace in Gaza is saving millions of lives in the Middle East. Mr. President, I would like to salute you for your exemplary leadership, visionary leadership. And I think that you are the man this world needed most at this point in time. World would always remember you as a man who did everything, went out of the way to stop 7 and today 8 wars. I would like to thank my very dear brother, Sheikh Tamim. He's Akh al-Shaqiq, who has really worked very hard along with others to achieve peace in this region. My very dear brother, President Tayyip Erdogan, His Majesty, King Abdullah, and of course my very dear brother, Mohammed bin Zayed of UAE, and of course my very dear brother, Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia. And he has also been very, very helpful and contributed very valuably in this wonderful peace process. Ladies and gentlemen, I wouldn't want to take more of your time. Suffice it to say, had it not been for this gentleman, not only, who knows, India and Pakistan are both nuclear powers. Had he not intervened along with his wonderful team, during those 4 days, the war could have escalated to 11. Who would have lived to tell what happened? And similarly, here in this part of the world, in the Middle East, Mr. President, for valuable contribution along with President Sisi. I think history will remember in golden words. I wouldn't say more, except God bless you, God give you long life to serve like this for all time to come. Thank you very much. Very kind.
Well, I didn't expect that. Let's go home. There's nothing more I have to say. Goodbye, everybody. That was really beautiful, beautifully delivered. Wow, thank you very much. Also with us is President Prabowo, a very incredible man, Indonesian President. President Abbas of the Palestinian Authority. We have them all. We have them all. Great. Good to have you. And so many others. I really have a list. This first 3 rows of what's standing behind me. I don't know why they chose to stand, but they stand. Tomorrow also. We have the represented by his Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for we have Armenia. Oh, and as you know, that's the war that we stopped. That's a little war there. They are living in the city. When I met with them, it was in the Oval Office. They fought for like 31 years or some crazy number. And they had one sitting on that side of the Oval Office, one sitting. By the time we finished in 1 hour, they were both hugging each other. Now they're friends and they're getting along very limited. So I want to thank you both. That's incredible, really incredible. So you have Armenia, and you have Bahrain, you have Canada. It's so great to have, in fact, the president called and he wanted to know if it's worthwhile. He knew exactly what it was. He knew the importance. Where's Canada, by the way? Where are you? Where are you? He knew the importance of this. He said, I want to be there. So many people have done that. They called. I mean, they heard about it. And these are not people that can do that very easily. They have pretty big schedules to put it on. The most powerful people. And I appreciate you being here very much. Fantastic. Fantastic. And Cyprus, Egypt, the European Union, it's a lot of countries. France, thank you very much, Emmanuel. I would imagine Emmanuel standing someplace. I can't believe it. You're taking a low-key approach today. He's my friend. That's great. Good job. Thank you very much, Emmanuel. Germany, the new chancellor of Germany he's easy to spot because he's very tall and he's very smart and he's doing a fantastic job for his country. Appreciate it very much. And congratulations, a big election. That was a big one. That was going to change things. Greece, we have Greece. We have Hungary. Oh, Victor, where is Victor? Victor. We love Victor. Victor, I call him. You know, I put the little accent on it. You are fantastic, all right? I know a lot of people don't agree with me, but I'm the only one that matters. You are fantastic. He's a great leader. I endorsed him the last election he had, and he won by 28 points. So you're going to do even better this time. You have another election, and you're going to do great, and we appreciate it. And we're behind you 100%. That's Hungary. India is a great country with a very good friend of mine at the top, and he's just done a fantastic job. And I think that Pakistan and India are going to live very nicely together, right? That's not a very, they are. And they're two great, I'd say, great leaders, as far as I'm concerned. Indonesia, we covered, and I just want to say that that's a big country, a powerful country. It does unbelievably well, and it's great to have you. Iraq, we have Iraq with lots of oil. They have so much oil, they don't know what to do with it. That's a big problem when you have so much, you have no idea what to do with it. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. Italy, we have a young woman who's, I'm not allowed to say it because usually it's the end of your political career if you say it. She's a beautiful young woman. Now, if you use the word beautiful in the United States about a woman, that's the end of your political career, but I'll take my chances. Where is she? There she is. You don't mind being called beautiful. You are. Thank you very much for coming. We appreciate it. She wanted to be here, and she's incredible, and they really respect her in Italy. She's a very successful politician. We have Norway. Oh, Norway. Oh, yeah. Norway. What happened, Norway? What happened? Where is Norway? Where is he? We have Johnny. We're going to the World Cup. I can tell you that. Where's Norway? I don't think yeah, we have Norway. Oman. Again, we have Paraguay. We have really fantastic representative from Saudi Arabia. Thank you very much. I'll tell you what, and this time we'll get you the best seat. He always gets the best seat. He deserves the best seat. But what a great place it is. Spain. Who's Spain? Are you guys working on him with respect to the GDP? We'll get close. But fantastic job you're doing. And UAE, which is great. United Kingdom. Where's United Kingdom? Where's my friend?
Trump.
These people all came in like 20-minute notice. And I think it's fantastic. And compliment to what we're doing. What we've done is something very unique and very special. So it's perhaps the wealthiest and most powerful group of nations ever assembled at one time, which is a big thing we have achieved together in recent days. A change that really is historic. And it's going to be remembered forever. And I want to thank the American team for their amazing work, and I want to thank, I think he'll go down as the greatest Secretary of State in the history of our country. I really think that I wouldn't say it. Marco Rubio. Maybe I would. You're doing a great job. I'll tell you, he's on course to do it. We've done a lot of work in 9 months. I would say that, 1 year ago, a little more. America, the United States of America was a different country. The king told me I used that, I said, sir, 1 year ago, it was a dead country. Today you have the hottest country anywhere in the world, and it is. It's the hottest country. So many investors are here. We have over $17 trillion being invested in the United States, which is a record that nobody has ever beaten. I don't think anybody will. And we still have 4 months to go before it's a year. So in 8 months, we have over 17 trillion. We're actually very close to $18 trillion. There's never been, as an example, the previous administration had less than $1 trillion over 4 years. We have close to 18. We're close to breaking $18 trillion in 8 months. That's pretty amazing. No country's ever done that. I want to also thank Special Envoy Steve Witkoff, my son-in-law and a great guy, Jared Kushner. And I have my daughter here, Ivanka. Ivanka, please stand up. Ivanka's here. Thank you, Ivanka. We have a great team, and we have, as you know, General Wilson Kane, we have John Radcliffe, Tom Barrett, we have really a lot of good talent. We have Pete Hegseth, who's now Department of War, as opposed to Department of somehow like a lot of people. But the momentous breakthrough that we're here to celebrate tonight is more than the end of the war in Gaza. It's with God's help, it'll be the new beginning for an entire beautiful Middle East. From this moment forward, we can build a region that's strong and stable and prosperous and united in rejecting the path of terror once and for all. We want to get rid of the terror and get on to other things. There are many other things in life that are so good. The final sprint of this deal began less than 3 weeks ago on the sidelines of the United Nations in New York. I met with many of the people in this room, and it all just started coming together. I've known so many of you for so long. You're friends of mine. You're great people. I have a couple I don't like in particular, but I won't tell you who. I have actually a few of them I don't like.
Person get that kind of
You'll never
house,
find out who they are.
we not plant vegetable in that house. Every month if you bring a mat, we receive only less than 2,000
Respect. Maybe that's more important. We listened and we exchanged
His
ideas.
business pans out.
The job was done. The first steps to peace are always the hardest.
She may be harm, you may harm her tax.
All together.
Ikushika jai line by line, no pass. Every day if you bring that to
And as you know,
in front of that.
I've just come from Israel. It was an amazing day to watch the hostages come in and to watch all of the other things and do all of the other things that we did. And like all of us here this evening, the Israeli people are overjoyed that the war has ended. Many of you have had dancing in the streets. They had dancing in the streets. And they've been dancing for weeks now once they heard about this and they heard that it was even a possibility. They're elated at the arrival of the hostages and excited to begin this new chapter for the entire region, and it's going to be that. They are going to be great partners, and I hope everybody's going to join the Abraham Accord. I like to say the Avraham. I love Avraham, but somehow it doesn't sound as good when I say it as it does when some of my other friends say it who are from the region. But we're going to get a lot of people joining the Abraham Accords. We have the 4 great nations that did it early on, and they stayed with it. And then you had the Biden administration, which is the worst administration in the history of our country, and obviously they did nothing of that and anything else. And so it stayed at 4, and now a lot of people, even today, they're talking about all joining up. So many people have talked to me about that, and it's going to be a great tribute to really the United States. I mean, the United States has worked very hard in the Middle East, so it would be a tribute to us and to Jared and to Steve and to all of the people, Marco, all of the people that have worked so hard on that. And it really is going to it's going to guarantee that it all stays together. You're going to do well, because the 4 nations do very well. They do extremely, they're wealthy, but they're a lot wealthier because of it. So I hope everybody's now joining up. Now we have no excuses. We don't have a Gaza, and we don't have it.
Tonyalize nyingire mu nyumba ntule.
Nenda nyama. Nsubira oli bulungi.
Still a bit you got me questioning God. Everything that you know, I always think about it. Shout out to my dad. I know that he's listening. I know I've been far from.
Una como es.
ẹ̀yin tí mo ń gbẹ́rẹ́ bí àwọn lè máa fi ọmọ kékeré.
Ó ṣeun Adédèjì, gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣe fún mi àti fún ìdílé mi Ọlọ́run bá mi san ẹlẹ́sùn. Sórí nílọ́po ìlọ́po gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣe fún mi Ọlọ́run bá mi san fún ẹ. Ti ìran dírun ẹ láti ìran dírun ẹ báyìí Ọlọ́run máa san fún wọn. Ó ṣe gan-an, ó ṣe gan-an. Tí n bá ti rówó yẹn lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ máa dá padà ó ṣe. Ṣó ti gbọ́? Má sọ yẹn o, máa dá padà fún ẹ. Ṣó máa dúró oore tó ti ń ṣe fún mi ní gbogbo owó tó ti ń fún mi? Èyí máa dá padà, ó ṣe gan-an. Adédèjì, ọ̀rẹ́ bíi tiẹ̀ ó ṣàwọn o. Ó ṣe gan-an lẹ́nu. Ó ṣe, thank you. Adédèjì.
Sí, Emilio, Adédèjì ò kì í ṣe ọkọ ẹ̀. Kódà kì í ṣe ọ̀rẹ́ fámìlì rẹ̀ rárá. Tó bá rí Adédèjì tó bá ń bọ̀ báyìí, kò gbà báyìí. Ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan tí mo sọ fún mi.
Mọ́mí kí ló dé?
Lórí, èmi nìyá ẹ̀. Nǹkan tí mo bá ti sọ fún ẹ ló máa ṣe. Mi ìfẹ́ rí nípa kò lè fẹ́ rí nìyẹn. Tí n bá kó pẹ̀lú wa Adédèjì, nǹkan tí mo máa ṣe fún ẹ.
Àmọ́ mi ṣe kókó ni.
Lẹ́nu sọ fún ìlú ṣe nǹkan.
Ṣé dáàdi mọ̀ pàtó ni màá sọ fún dáàdi?
Àbí ò sí ní kúdékúdé ọmọ nǹkan tí mi àti ẹni sọ. Ṣùgbọ́n bí nǹkan tí mo gbé sókè kò gbé sókè kò.
Hey!
Mà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni yóò lè gbòdì rà. Gbòdì.
Ojú kòkòrò tàbí ìfẹ́ àìrètí. Ó jáde jù ṣùgbọ́n kí á ní ìlú jí ọ̀rẹ́ ìlú jí. Ìlú jí ọ̀rẹ́ ìlú jí. You by Sherry, about you anything. I know some already, like Recalenion.
Africa Magic ti wá fún yín ní àyè láti jẹ̀gbádùn àwọn sinimá ìbílẹ̀ tí ẹ fẹ́ràn pẹ̀lú àtúnkọ. Jẹ́ kí a fi hàn bí pípa tàbí títún àtúnkọ ṣe rọrùn sí lórí rìmọ́tì rẹ̀. Ní alákọ̀ọ́kọ́, tẹ bọ́tìnì àṣàyàn lórí rìmọ́tì rẹ̀ láti ṣe àkójọ àṣàyàn tí ń bẹ lórí ẹ̀. Ohun tó kàn ní kí o tẹ bọ́tìnì ìtọ́ka lórí rìmọ́tì rẹ̀ láti tọ̀ ọ́ lọ sílẹ̀ títí dé àtúnkọ bí kí o yàn án mú àtúnkọ ní èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì. Ó ti parí. O ti ṣe tán báyìí láti jẹ̀gbádùn àwọn sinimá ìbílẹ̀ tí o fẹ́ràn lórí Africa Magic pẹ̀lú àtúnkọ tàbí láìsí àtúnkọ nígbàkigbà tó bá wù ọ́.
The following is rated 16 and is not for viewers younger than the age of 16. Additional restrictions apply as indicated.
Àti afún ọlọ́mọ yẹkúyẹkú ta ni ó yẹ kúkú ìyàwó èjì ọ̀yẹ́ Ifá ni ó yẹ kúkú lórí àwọn èjì ọ̀yẹ́.
Sọ́wọ́n ló dẹ̀ rí.
Baba.
Ìyá wa, ṣé o ṣe olè? Àgbélé mi kọ́. Àgbẹ̀kọ́, omi ń kọ́.
Baba, ọkùnrin wà ní ògbẹ́ mọ́ ìfọ́n náà fọwọ́ mú nínú àgbè tàbómi.
Bàbá wa rẹ̀ mú. Oyún tí ń bẹ́nu aya yín àdùnní yìí, ọmọ tí ó fi bí ni yóò sọ yín dọlọ́rọ̀. Yóò sọ yín dọlọ́rọ̀. Kódà yóò sọ yín lókìkí káàkiri àgbáńlá ayé. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni parí. Ìtọ́jú ọmọ náà ní ọ̀pọ̀ sí.
Èwo ni ká fọwọ́ mú?
Nínú àgbè tàbí omi. Kódà bàbá ọmọ mi. Àdùnní mi. Ọmọ àdúrà lọ́ọ̀tọ́. Ọmọ àdúrà tó gbogbo dára bí ẹgbẹ́. Àjọ sọ́mọ́ yìí rà.
Ọba méje, ọba gbogbo ìdí. Ààrẹ ká sọ̀rọ̀ láàfin, ọba méje.
Ọ̀gá báyìí lómi lọ́wọ́ ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tí ẹ fún àkọ́kọ́ jẹ́.